Alright guys, welcome to Bro to the Yogi, day 9, and also welcome to my backyard. It was a beautiful day out over my lunch break when I recorded this, so I decided to hop out back. Today we're going to be doing what's called a Vinyasa flow. If you've ever done a Vinyasa flow before, this will be very less intense, not as many serious Vinyasa flow. But if you're new to a Vinyasa flow, what that is it's about 4 to 5 different stretches, poses grouped together that you do about 2 to 3 times. So we'll get warmed up, get loosened up, and then we'll move into those same exercises. And the idea with those is slowly move into them, and each time you come back around, so the second time, stretch a little bit deeper, go to a little harder variation. Third time, same thing, try to get a little deeper in that stretch. So I hope you enjoy it, and let's get started. So we'll start here at the top of our mat. We'll find a good mountain pose. Bring the arms up high, stretch up, get a slight back bend, fall down forward. We'll come to a forward fold, bend your knees plenty here. Just let gravity pull you down, sink into this one. And there, start to rise up from the feet. Roll the shoulders, stretch that right arm up high, really pushing through that right side, stretching the whole right side out. And there, go ahead and drop that down, bring the left up, stretch out. Drop that arm down, and both arms up, back high. Fall all the way down again. This time, keep your legs straight, keep the back straight. Really focusing on that pelvic tilt, trying to stretch the hamstrings out. You can see I slowly start to move my weight forward over my toes, letting gravity pull me down. And there, bring the arms down, round the back out, bend the knees as much as you like. I'm going to sink all the way down to a squat. Sit down, let gravity put a little pressure on your knees and your quads there. Stretch out the feet a little bit. From there, we'll come back to our knees. Sit up. You can sit back on the toes, stretch those out. Roll your wrists out while you're doing that. Used our wrists a lot yesterday in the upper body workout. And there, you can come down to that tabletop position. Find good alignment. Start to put the wrists down and push them into the ground. Start to lean forward, stretch out the wrists. Bring the hands out, come back to a child's pose, stretch out the shoulders. Feel the stretch in your chest, really pushing down. Come back up, tabletop position. Go ahead and flip those fingers so they're pointing back towards you. We'll start to move our weight backwards, stretching out the wrists again. If you want to flip one hand over, stretch out the top of the wrist. Go ahead, switch hands. So again, we just do the top of the wrist, one arm at a time. Don't want to put too much weight or pressure on that muscle there. Back to tabletop, if you want to roll your ankles out a little bit. And there, go ahead and stretch that left leg back, tucking the toes, really pushing into that calf, pushing all the way through your hands, down the spine. If you want to bend the knee, get a little different stretch in the lower ankle. From there, switch over to the right leg, push back, straight leg. And bend the knee again, different stretch in the foot to the lower ankle. And there, release, come back to tabletop. From there, we'll come back to a child's pose. If you want to bring your hands together, you're going to curl them up and over your head, really stretching out the triceps here. With every exhale, try to get just a little bit deeper, closer to the ground. With the chest, that'll stretch out the backs of the arms and the shoulders a little more. Release that, come back up to tabletop. And there, tuck both the toes, come to plank, lower all the way down, nice and slow. Untuck the toes. Start to bring the hands forward into a Sphinx pose. So create a 90-degree angle with the elbows there. You're really pushing down with the hands and the forearms, pulling your upper body forward and up, stretching out the front side of your body. And there, lower down. You can move hands out to the side, start to roll the back up, just a little bit, still getting warmed up here. Release that down. This time we'll come up again, rolling the back up, feet stay planted. If you want to hover those hands that were helping you last time, go ahead. Lower down. We're going to do that one more time. Do whatever's comfortable for you. And release. All the way back down. Tuck those toes behind you. Hands go to the side. Push up to a plank. Now we'll rotate back to a nice down dog. Really stretching the backs of those legs. Pushing those heels down. Pushing back with the shoulders. If you want to walk the dog, straighten one leg than the other. Get a little better stretch on the back there. From there, raise up on the toes. Stretch out with the calf muscle. Release back down. If you want to hop to the jump of the mat now, knee at the front, we'll come to a forward fold and raise up high. Take a couple deep breaths in your mountain pose. Raise arms back high again. Fall all the way down to a forward fold. Legs stay straight. Back around out. Roll up half high. Straighten in the back. Lower the back down. Plant the hands. Step back to a plank. There, we'll go back to a down dog. Going to shoot that left leg up and high, bring it through to the hands, plant the left foot, up to a high lunge. Feel strong here. Arms can go up high. Lower down, plant the hands, step that left foot back, come down to a chaturanga, through to up dog. Tuck those toes behind you, we'll move back to down dog. There, shoot the right leg high, bring it up through to the hands, come up to that runner's lunge, keep the core tight the whole way, bring arms up if you want. Lower down, step the foot back, come through to chaturanga, to up dog, back to down dog. And there you can walk, step, or hop to the front of the mat, come to a forward fold. And there, rise up from the feet, arms go high, release down, and there's your first round of our first vinyasa. Great job, everybody. Raise hands back high again, we'll lower it down, legs stay straight, back and round out. Roll the back up to a neutral position, come half high, release back down, plant the hands, step back to a plank. Push back to down dog. Go ahead and raise that right leg high and up in the air. From there, if you want to start taking that right foot, rotating it over to the left, pushing through the right side of your body. Release that, bring the right foot all the way through, up to the hands. Come up to that high lunge. You're going to come to prayer position. Hold the hands there. I'm going to add a variation. If you want to do it, you can. You don't have to. Start to rotate the torso forward. Then we'll start to turn our body, upper body out to the right. Hook that left elbow on the right knee there. You start to push with that top hand into the bottom hand. And it'll help you rotate that spine a little more. Go ahead and release that. Plant the hands, step back. Lower down, chaturanga, come through to up dog. Roll back to down dog. We'll shoot that left leg up in the air. Start to take that left foot, move it over to the right, stretching through, pushing through that left side of the body, up through the arms. Bring that foot all the way through, up to the hands now. Up to that high lunge, hands can come to prayer. You can stay there if you like. You can start to bring the torso forward. Hook that right elbow on the left knee. Pushing those hands together, getting a little better spinal twist. Go ahead and release that, come back to center. Lower the hands down, move the foot back, lower down, chaturanga. Back to a down dog. From there you can hop, step, or jump in front of the mat. Go ahead and rise all the way up. two. So there's our first vinyasa. Let's come to the back of the mat, rise all the way up, back down. Go ahead and walk the hands out to a plank. From here, push back to a down dog. Shoot that right leg up and high. We're going to bring it through to the hands. From here, spin that left heel down to the ground. So your left heel is pointing out to the side, left foot is pointing out to the side, right foot is pointing forward. Your feet should be aligned so that the heel of your right foot is going right in the middle of your left foot. Bring the legs out as wide as you want. You can bring the hands up. Find yourself in a warrior two. Start to spread the legs, whatever's comfortable for you. From there, go ahead and swing the arms around, plant the hands, step the right foot back, come to a plank, up through to a chaturanga. Push back to a down dog. From there, go ahead and raise that left leg up and high. Switch sides now. Bring the foot through to the hands, spin that right heel down. Again, line up the feet first. Make sure your foundation is strong. And start to raise up. Once you feel strong, you can move those arms out. Come to a full warrior two. Again, you can separate those feet as far as what's comfortable for you. There, go ahead and plant those hands. Step the foot back. And lower down, come through. From there, we're going to stay laying on our face. Just turn, head to one side, breathe. Breathe deep into your belly here. Enjoy a couple moments of silence. From there, go ahead and come back. Push up to a plank, back to a down dog. Stretch there. Shoot that left leg high up through to the hands. We'll come to that warrior two again. Spin that right heel down. Find a good foundation first. Find what's comfortable for you. Bring those arms up. Hold strong here. From there, we're going to take that left forearm, rest it on the left thigh there. And take that right arm, spin it up high, stretching up, pushing through that right foot. Go ahead and bring that right hand all the way to the ground. Plant both hands, step back. From here, we'll push straight back to a down dog. Raise that right leg up. Warrior two on the other side. Foot up to the hands. Drop the back foot down. Come up. Find a strong foundation first. After that, bring the hands up. Again, if you want to spin that right forearm to the right knee, stretching the left arm up overhead. Keep on with that left hand. Bring both hands down. Step the feet back. Lower down, chaturanga to up dog. Back to a down dog. And there, shoot that right foot up again. Bring it through to the hands. Spin the left foot down. Back to our warrior two. Stay strong here. This time, if you want to start moving the right hand up, slight stretch through that right side. Come down. Drop that right forearm to the right knee. Stretch the left hand up overhead. Bring both hands down. Step the foot back. Lower down. Chaturanga. Come back to a down dog. And there, let's shoot that left leg up. Bring that through to the hands. Spin that right heel down. Come to warrior two. Find a good foundation. Bring the arms out. Again, if you want to take that left hand, start to raise it up. Stretching to the left side. That right arm can go to the back knee if you need a little bit. Go ahead and drop that left arm down to the left thigh. Stretch the right arm overhead. Drop both hands. Come down to our stomachs. Untuck the toes. Bring both hands behind the back. Interlace. Start to roll up, stretching the shoulders behind your back. Good, there's one. From there, keep the hands together. Start to bring it as high as you can. Stretch out the shoulders. Breathing deep into your chest. Every time you breathe deep into the chest, creates a little more separation in the shoulders. Then bring the arms down, release the hands. Push back up to a plank. Roll back to down dog. From there, we're going to bring that right knee up, come to that pigeon pose that we've done before. Back knee sits down. From here, you're trying to create separation in both the hips. Just letting gravity pull you down. We'll be here for a little bit, so I'll just let you enjoy the sounds of the nature around my home. There, we can start to come out of that, start to bring the back foot up, step back into a plank, push back to down dog, and bring that left leg through, knee comes up to wrist, back foot untucks, knee drops down, forward to pigeon. Again, just letting gravity create separation between the hips there, between the thighs. Whenever you want to start rolling forward, get a little better stretch in that front thigh, you can. Whatever's comfortable for you. We'll be here for a little bit. Go ahead and start to rise up from that. Tuck those back toes, start to move the back knee up. The knees out of the way. Come back to a seated position here. Lie down, bring that right knee into chest. Good pull here. From there, straighten out the leg. Hands can go behind the knee. From here, try to stretch the heels as high as you can. Toes point back towards you. Really stretching that heel, stretching the hamstring out. From there, put a slight bend in the knee, pull in a little closer. Good. Go ahead and send that right leg over to the left side. Take that right arm, get high up, over on the right side. Have a nice twist here. That left arm can be on top of the right leg as a little anchor. This is really good for your hips, into your lower back. And there, use the left arm to help the right knee over. Bring that left knee into chest. From there, start to straighten the left leg, pointing toes back towards you. Heel is stretching as high as it can, really stretching that hamstring out. Put a slight bend in that knee, pull it in a little closer. And there, start to send left leg over to the right. Left arm shoots up as an anchor. Right arm can be on top of the left knee. Breathe really deep into your belly here. With every exhale, try to get just a little bit deeper into the stretch. Go ahead and use that right arm, help that left leg back over. There, bring both knees into chest. One more squeeze. You can pulsate, you can squeeze in the whole time. Come up to seated, come to a staff pose, so a perfect L with our body, sitting up tall. Raise both arms above your head, start to rotate forward, bend the knees as much as you like. You guys can bend the knees, try to release the lower back here, keep the legs straight, focus a little more on the hamstrings, whatever your body needs today. There, you can release, start to rise up, bring that right knee in. Stretch just on the left side, so sit up tall again. Make sure you're nice and aligned with that left leg, so when you bend forward, it's going to be comfortable for your body. Really stretch into that leg there. You can see I kept the leg straight here. You can bend if you want. I'm really pulling those toes back towards me, trying to get a good stretch in the hamstring. From there, if you got your foot to your hand, go ahead and release the right hand, leaving the left hand on. Raise that right arm high, rotating the chest up and to the right. From there, start to do a little side bend. reaching for that left foot up and over with that right arm. You can release that. We'll just switch legs here. Left leg comes in. Align your body first. You can fall forward. Again, bend the knee as much as you want here, whatever your body needs. Keep that right hand on the foot. Release that left hand. Release the left hand, spin the chest up into the left, reaching up and over with that left arm, really hooking that left hip into the ground. Go ahead and release that. And we'll now move into Savasana pose. I apologize for the lack of shirt. I hope you understand that it is a necessity due to the weather. I'm not going to talk too much on this one. We've all done Savasana before. At least I hope this is your first video with me. If it is, breathe deep here. I'm going to let it be quiet and just listen to some nature. Enjoy. Alright, start to take a couple more deep breaths. Come into the end of our Savasana, start moving the fingers, the toes. Raise both hands above your head. One last final stretch. And you're done for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really hope that you enjoyed the Vinyasa flow. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. Birdie the Yogi.